The Xbox Developer Direct delivered on everything we could have asked for, with just a few more surprises thrown in the mix. We got a lot to get through, so let's break this all down. Next. What's up, guys? This is Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Alright, I gotta admit, coming into this direct, I had my standards set reasonably high, with games like Avowed, Hellblade 2, and Indiana Jones being at the top of my list for most anticipated games for 2024. Overall, we got so much more info on them, so let's get started with Avowed. This, to my knowledge, appears to be Obsidian's first big project under the Xbox umbrella. Now, I think Obsidian's track record in the RPG realm is more than proven, with beloved titles like Fallout New Vegas and of course The Outer Worlds. And this may be some residual hype speaking right now, but I think with Avowed, they might have done it again. I think the big focal point as to what we've seen from Avowed was the combat system, and dual wielding seemed to be the talk of the town. Your weapons choices could be a mixture of guns, swords, spells, and magic wands. Seeing all that in motion with this new gameplay, I gotta admit, just turning my brain off, it looked so damn cool. And while I'm no art snob, I really like how the game looks overall. Seeing how the art style Obsidian went with here wasn't too well received. Now, Hellblade 2 was another game I said coming into this direct, they needed to get a release date, and we got just that. The game is set to release on May 21st, 2024, with a $50 price tag and an all-digital release, which no doubt ruffled some feathers online, but I digress. Now, the biggest surprise to most here was the presence of Square Enix on the Xbox stage, and they did this with Visions of Mana. Of course, when you hear the words Xbox and Square Enix in the same sentence, your mind probably gravitated towards another franchise, but this is still big news. I think what's happening here is Xbox is showing Square Enix they're willing to put out their games in the biggest spotlight possible. This was a full-on Xbox first-party showcase, and Square Enix had a slice of time all their own. This comes off like Xbox is telling Square Enix, hey, if we keep this partnership up and we continue to get your games, we're gonna put you front and center and get the most headlines possible, all in goodwill. But forget all that. We covered that all. I've waited long enough into this video, so let's talk about Indiana Jones. Our first gameplay reveal looked fantastic, and we got our answer. This will be a first-person game. I know there was some rumors floating around this title would be a mix of first and third person, but I think this is what the game needed, and that reason being it kind of sets it apart from games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider. Now, shot for shot, these games are pretty much the same across the board, but the game's set pieces and personality especially really shine through here. And the combat, for lack of better terms, looks as indie as it could be. I think what this game does best is utilize this idea of having to think on the fly. Also, I down on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.